Now I'd like to introduce Amichai Shdemah, a local Jewish community member whose family has been directly impacted by Hamas's terror. Amichai, please share your family's story.
Okay, my name is Amichai Shdemah, and this is Elad, my son. I would like to tell you about my stepmother and Elad, Sapta, Ditsa Iman, and Kibbutz Niroz. Yesterday, Ditsa's daughter, Neta, shared on social media that her beloved mom, who is 84 years old, is missing and believed to have been kidnapped by Hamas and abducted to Gaza from home in Kibbutz Niroz. We know some details. They reached her in the morning. She was hiding in the safe room. Later, a neighbor heard her calling for help and went outside. He realized that he couldn't help her since there were too many terrorists, and he fled back to his safe room. At some point later, after trying to call periodically, someone picked up the phone and answered in Arabic, saying, Hamas, Hamas. We are helpless and sick with worry, and the family has received no information or contacts from any officials. They have checked the hospitals and the list of the dead and have reached their home and the kibbutz. The family's posts include a picture of Ditsa holding one of her great-grandchildren. Ditsa loves babies and children, and they love her. She was a social worker who worked with many families and retired at 80 only 4 years ago. Ditsa has the gift of an enormous family, and she makes personal and meaningful connection with every single member. She takes care to remember everyone's birthday on both Gregorian and Hebrew calendars, making sure call and give us love in each day of every year. She finds and forms bonds with distant relatives, welcoming everyone into her home and into her family. She adopted our entire family, always making us feel part of her family. I lived here in Ardmore for 26 years. My 3 children grew up in the JCC and graduated from Lower Merion public schools. Our annual visit to Israel usually started in Kibbutz Niroz. We will receive a very warm welcome and enjoyed Stavta's loved field cooking. Her chicken soup is our kids' favorite, with vegetables, even if it's not Passover, and always helps to overcome the jet lag while we visit our favorite places in the kibbutz. Now, as our kids have grown older and have gone to Israel on their own, Niroz has remained a home to them, and Savta Ditsa always provide them with endless love, support, advice, food, and forced Hebrew lessons. Although we don't have any information about her fate, the family is trying to get in touch with a third-party international organization to somehow deliver medicine that she and others desperately need. It is heartbreaking to think that Ditsa's life is now in the hands of terrorists, and I can't begin to imagine what she's going through. Kibbutz Niroz, where she was a founding member, went through an unimaginable brutal attack. The following is from the description that was posted with FundMe request. Kibbutz Niroz in Israel underwent a horrific massacre. In the early morning hours of October 7, 2023, dozens of terrorists attacked the kibbutz. Residents who fought them with their bare hands until the military arrived only many hours later. Families hid in their homes, tried to stay silent while the terrorists burned their houses down on them. Dozens were murdered, suffocated by the smoke, or kidnapped to the Gaza Strip. Dozens are still missing. The survivors are being evacuated today to an unknown amount of time. Their vehicles were burned and many houses were destroyed to the ground. any donation will be helpful. According to the last available information, there are at least 30 people who were kidnapped from Yeroz. Among them were elderly people like Ditsa and babies. Then more than 15 people were murdered. Among them were all families of parents and their kids. The survivors are being evacuated today to a hotel in Eilat. Our family deeply appreciate the love and support they have received from our friends in both the US and Israel. We are waiting and hoping for a return of our dear Savta, the rebuilding of beloved Kibbutz Yeroz, and the safety of the rest of our friends and family in Israel. Thank you.